Chaps, now pay attention. Overlord is the word. We are going back into Europe. We are going to storm those beaches, but Jerry has been hard at work. Jerry has been constructing and building to stop us, and this coastal defence bunker is part of our briefing today. How will we identify it? How will we overcome it? I don't know. Well, I think we're going to have a closer look, don't you? Indeed. So, as anyone who has been with us for previous briefings knows, bolt action, Konflikt 47 specifically for me, games that I'm playing, bolt action we're preparing to have a go at as well, compatible with those games specifically in the kind of 28 to 32 millimeter type sizes. Looks very stalwart, a little bit, dare I say it, menacing. So let's have a look on the back. I believe it's a plastic kit. It certainly feels like it from the weight, or indeed lack of the box. It's a big box as well. If I could pull the camera right back so you can see it all, and I hope you can see it properly. A bit of history on the back there, which I love. I love that little bit of history. I'm not an expert. I'm not subject matter qualified or anything like that. So to learn a little bit more, it says on the back, obviously I'll let you read the detail and you get your own box, but it says on the back that there were many of these bunkers. These ones were particularly made for heavy gun emplacements and were quite an obstacle on D-Day, and we are going to build one. That's what we're going to do. So I guess we could have a look inside the box. Shall we do that? But there is another defence stopping me from overcoming this challenge. Yes, this tight and impregnable cellophane. However, will we surmount this mystical and technologically advanced barrier? I know, I will. Use the power of Caliburn. Oh yes, Caliburn. Will he be defeated this time, or will we be victorious once again using the blade of ultimate justice? There we go. Let's see if that's worked. 2 swipes from the mighty blade, and we are in. I better put Caliburn firmly back in the stone there for safety. Indeed, I'll have my finger off otherwise, won't I, if I'm not careful. So let's take off this crinkly bit of plastic and make sure that we ecologically and properly dispose of that. Very good indeed. And we are presented with the box. Very good. So we've got plastically wrapped sprues inside. Oh, what's that? Something's flown out. Oh, I think someone's very kindly packed it for us. Who's that? Tina C has kindly packed this for us. Thank you very much, Tina. Some promotional material, useful indeed for those future purchases. Yeah, I can stop any time. I can, honestly. I can. Do you believe me? I'm not sure you do. I think we're in another quandary. We have a second barrier to this defensive work. I think that's quite apt, though, isn't it? It's a little bit more difficult to get into than normal. Being a defensive structure, I kind of approve. I think we're up to the challenge. Again, Caliburn must be drawn from the stone. Oh, there we go. And again, Caliburn strikes. Very good. There we are. I think once again Caliburn is victorious, bringing justice to our nation once more. And these are big. So I can see why the box is big, because the sprue is Mahusif. Well, we've got 2 sprues. 2 sprues are Mahusif. They are of some size. That looks to be a featured and tactile roof, I would say, and some other piece of structure there. I don't know what that is yet, but I'm sure we will find out. And ooh, Well, that's got to be the front, hasn't it? That's got to be where the gun sticks out. I'm sure that will have a proper name, like a portal or some such thing. And someone out there might be able to tell me. Is it a firing loop? I don't know, but I'm sure someone out there will know, and you'll be able to tell me, won't you? You leave a message in the comments for me, illustrating how silly and badly read I am indeed. And I will be eager to learn from you. That looks like the rear of the complex there, and everything else. Oh, I don't know what that is. That's about the same size as that. So that might be something to do with the door. We've got this very interesting kind of bit that sticks out like a wall. I think on the back it calls it a flanking wall. I don't quite understand what the meaning of that is. It may be to protect from something. I don't know. I don't know why it's at that angle in that place. I'm sure, again, someone might be able to tell me. I would be interested in finding out. Oh, instructions there. I didn't notice that before. I don't know why. It is pretty obvious, but we do have instructions there on the back. Very good indeed. Great. Well, simple, famous last words. Not many pieces. That's what we'll go with. Shall we have an attempt at putting it together? What do you think? Now, from the instructions there, we see some doors or gates just on the inside of the rear entrance. And I think it's best to do those internals first before we glue everything together. It might get fiddly to reach inside. So I think we'll do that first. So gates, doors, or whatever those attachments are to the rear entrance. Yeah, we'll do that first. Interesting, as we start out on this rear entrance, it seems that the little doors, little pegs on the end there, there's a little hole, but there we go. If I put the frame over the top as I think it's meant to go, like so, I think the door is meant to at least partially open. May be able to do that, I don't know. We'll give it a go. So that might be part of the design. We may have an openable door. It's rather exciting. Lovely. Now, also notice the little catch there and a little gap in the frame there at the bottom. That seems to be what the instructions indicate. So we're going to try it like that and see if it works. There we go. Pretty simple in that there aren't that many pieces, but just a few little rules to follow as you do it, and it's gone together pretty well, I think. So as we've hinted, when you're going along and building up from the back here, which is well what I've done at any rate, there are little nublets and pegs and stuff, and they're just slightly off centre. They're just not quite halfway down the wall. I think they're a little bit up. So where there is a choice, keep that peg or slot above the centre line there. You'll know what I mean when you get to it, and it will all fit together well. We managed to keep the doors a little bit movable, which I'm pleased with. So, do they move outwards? Do they move outwards in real life? I don't know actually, but that's what they do here. So I hope I've done that correctly. I'm sure you can correct me if they opened inwards in real life. I don't know, but they open, and that's going to be really good for scenarios when we're playing our bolt action stroke Konflikt 47 games. I think very good. As I've put it together, this kind of sticking out buttress wall here, I am so eager to know what the thought behind that is. So if anyone knows, I'd really appreciate someone telling me, so leave a comment if you could be so kind. And I think it's time. I think it's time to put a bit of paint on. There we go, with a couple of licks of paint on. I've just sprayed it twice and put a bit of dry brushing on, so you artists and artisans out there will do a lot better than I will and make it look even more stunning. Though I think, for my very basic efforts, it's come out pretty well, hasn't it? I've also put some basing material on the top. The box indicates that there was some kind of green or dirt on the top, and there's kind of a dappled effect on the plastic itself. So I've chosen to interpret that as they're growing some sort of camouflage type foliage on top. I actually got the basing material from the game domain, one of my local friendly gaming stores. So thanks for that. They've got their own line now. So thank you for the gift of that, and it's made it look really cool on top. I've put some rocks on as well. Let's have a look inside. There we go. I've got to paint the doors still. Although they look great. Maybe they're okay as they are. I might put a metal dry brush on them or something like that. But I got them to open in the end. Look, they're opening pretty well. I was a bit worried at first, but a little bit of action on them. Move them about a bit, and they open and close pretty well now. So that's a nice little feature as well. I've not done much inside there. Again, just grey. And looks impressive. Now, what does it look like with people inside? Now, I haven't got any Germans painted up yet, so I'm developing a Konflikt 47 German army, and I've painted up my zombies, and they look great. I've got a stalker tank, but there's much more to do, so I can't put much in yet. So I'm going to have to assume that this has been captured by the British, and they've put a sentry out. So there we go. There's a machine gun. That's great, isn't it? They've built the viewing ports, the gun port, quite low, realistically, I guess, so that you can get your gun on its stand to point out through that window there. So that's really impressive. Does it look believable? I think so. Let's put the nearest thing I have to an artillery piece on it as well, which is this 6-pounder quick firing gun. And there. Oh, look at that. That's brilliant. Great stuff. And that's great. It's designed for the purpose, I think you'll agree. It's definitely plausible, isn't it? I would say. Let's have a look the other way around. There you go. Look, you can even... I don't know why I'm so excited, and I do apologise at my childhood glee at toy soldiers, but there it is. Look, the gun pointing at the front. That looks great, doesn't it? So for a sense of scale, let's have a look. We've got a flamethrower team there. There we go. So it's quite a big piece, isn't it? It's going to be very impressive. It's going to take up room on your gaming table. Not too much, certainly, but enough to make a statement, definitely, and provide a good objective. And definitely an objective piece, this, isn't it? Take the bunker. Great objective for your war games, I think. So there we go. They're going to have to get up there and take that. And it's a quick, again, view of the scale of the beast. I'm going to call it the beast from now on, I think, because I find it quite intimidating for the brave people that have to stand against such fortifications and run at them and assault them. I think certainly they're braver than I'll ever be. I think I'm going to call it the beast from now on. So here we are. We've got the my little Rubicon Jeep, my little M4 Sherman there. So definitely a good sense of scale there. So yeah, I'm really impressed. Didn't take too long to put together. paint it up nice and quickly. Again, as I know, you'll do a much better job than I will, won't you? So that is the shore defence bunker. And all I can do is wish you luck if you have to assault one. And remember, if you have to assault such a beast as this, get the smoke rounds out first, won't you? Do take care. Bye-bye.